Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this evening's post-match press conference following the conclusion of the first KFC T20 International here at Hollywood Bets Kingsmead Stadium in Durban. It is a hybrid press conference, so we are going to start by taking questions from the floor before we go online. And of course, joining us this evening is Reeza Hendricks. So just to the floor, who would like to ask the first question?
Hi, Reeza. Difficult first game, but what were your thoughts as an opening batsman when you looked at the targets that you guys had to chase?
Yeah, obviously, first tough game for us. Yeah, I thought they obviously really played well to get to that total, which was well out of our reach. Credit to Mitch Marsh and Tim David, the way they went about it. And yeah, I think that partnership obviously put them miles ahead. And yeah, it was just too good for us tonight. And unfortunately, we couldn't string together those partnerships to get us close to that target, which was obviously our downfall tonight. But yeah, really disappointed with the loss. But there's lots to learn going forward.
Hi, Reeza. I just want to get your thoughts on what you guys were thinking about going into your innings, obviously, after Australia were able to put together over 200 runs. So what was the plan with regards to that? I know you were able to get your half century, but just the thoughts when you guys were approaching the innings.
Yeah, we obviously had the target in front of us, so the approach was quite simple. We knew what we had to do to go out there and get the total. They got the ball to swing up front, which made it a bit difficult, and they continuously took wickets, which obviously put us under pressure. So the thought process and the plans were there, but yeah, we just couldn't put it together tonight.
Before we take the next question, just a reminder to those online just to indicate by raising your hand if you'd like to ask a question. Let's continue the floor. Go.
Reeza, Dion Govender, sports editor, Metaverse Network Media. Tough luck for the game today. However, the Australians had you beat on pace, bowling, fielding. What have you taken, or what has the team taken from the experience with the Australians? And was batting second a poor option?
I wouldn't say it's a poor option, no. The captain decided on that, and as a team we bought in. Again, coming back, I thought we actually bowled nicely. We got wickets when needed. They came out with intent. They put us under pressure, but we always felt we were in the game by taking wickets. However, obviously that partnership of Mitch Marsh and Tim David put them in a good position. But I thought the guys really bowled well. They kept coming. The effort was unbelievable. They kept taking wickets, and the guys in the field, yes, there were a few mistakes, but I thought in general was, I would say, a decent performance out in the field. And yeah, obviously batting, there's not much to talk about. We were just lacking with partnerships. Yeah, had we managed to get 2-3 partnerships going, I'm sure it would have been a different game, yeah, but it wasn't to be tonight.
Cool. One last one from the floor before we go online.
Hi, Reeza. Yugeshan from the Mercury newspaper. Reeza, how much of an impact did it have that this match took place after a long layoff for the Proteas?
Yeah, it is a difficult one. It's always good to be playing cricket. It's not quite the same when you're training and you're in the nets. Yeah, you can work really hard in the nets and away from the actual game, but it's a lot different when there's game time behind you. And yeah, I suppose it could have a part to play. But in saying that, we were really well prepared. We had a good winter of camps and preparation leading into this. Yeah, I think it was just one of those nights here, which is quite disappointing.
Thanks. We'll go online. We'll go Zahir, then Firdous.
Hi, Reeza. Just a question. Can you give us a little bit of insight into the selection of the side? The T20 side has generally played two spinners in the past, and somebody like Bjorn bowling in the power play, but it was all seam up and trying to go as fast as you can in that power play that went for about 70.
Yeah, Bjorn obviously has done good things in the past with the new ball in particular. But yeah, I can't really comment on that. The coach, the captain, yeah, they select the team, and yeah, we just obviously get told who's playing on day before. So yeah, I can't really comment much on that.
Hi, Reeza. I just want to ask you to elaborate a little bit on the question you answered previously about, being out of action for so long. You guys have spoken quite passionately about the prep and, all the work you've put in, and we know that training can't replicate game time. But just if you were to explain what it's like coming back after so long, is it a bit like you shell-shocked? Is it a bit like, what does it actually feel?
No, I wouldn't say it's a shell shock. It's just, yeah, it's hard to put in words. It's just a bit different, obviously, with the competitiveness, the intensity. Yeah, you can't obviously replicate that in training, especially when you're training amongst your own. Yeah, it's just completely different. It's hard to, like I said, it's hard to put in words. But just the intensity and the competitiveness against a different country. Yeah, it's obviously something. When you're playing more often, you kind of get used to it, and you're kind of in tune with all of that. But yeah, we haven't played leading up to this, so which made it a bit difficult.
Thanks, and then we'll go one more from online on Gama.
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, Reeza. A good run of form continues for you in this format and in white ball cricket in general. What are your thoughts on where your game is at the moment, and just touch on the importance of having good form leading up to the World Cup?
Yeah, I'm obviously quite happy to have contributed somewhat tonight. Yeah, look, whenever you walk on the field, you try and score runs. So I managed to do that tonight. Obviously, there weren't partnerships around me to take the team over the line. But yeah, it's always good to find some form and continue with it in some way. And it's really important, obviously, leading to the World Cup as a squad, as an individual. Leading up form's always good in big tournaments. So yeah, we'll be working towards that, and yeah, hopefully come then it will be a different situation.
Thanks. Okay, we will take one very last question this evening from Heinz.
Thanks, Lucy. Reeza, you obviously talked about, perhaps, it's a challenge, to come in a bit cold, and replicate, the intensity on the training field in the heat of the moment. But just in terms of the rest of the series, do you think it actually helps that there's such a short turnaround between games? It's almost like helps you in sort of like immediately forgetting what's happened in this game.
Yeah, with a quick turnaround, we obviously have to put tonight behind us and look ahead come Friday. It's another opportunity for us to improve. So yeah, I think we're obviously not using the lack of game time as an excuse, but yeah, we're definitely looking forward to the next game, and obviously a lot of room for improvement come Friday.
Thanks, Heinz, and thank you very much, Reeza, for joining us this evening. Please do hold on for Australia. There will be a couple of minutes, so again, just stay online. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.